Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. The Scientific Secret of Deepāvali. Deepāvali, like all aspects of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, is deeply rooted in science. Its principles, symbols, and scriptures are imbued with scientific mysteries and facts, fostering both spiritual and practical progress. Our festivals are vital in preserving the Aryan culture and India's illustrious history. Each festival, scientifically devised by Trikaladarshi Maharshis, aims at societal welfare and national development. Understanding and embracing these festivals' true nature could greatly benefit the world. However, long periods under oppressive rule led to the neglect of Sanatana Dharma's principles and skepticism fueled by British influenced reformers. In this era of independence, it's imperative to shed this colonial mindset and revive India's past glory by exploring the scientific essence of these sacred celebrations. The Deepavali festival, with its rituals of lighting garlands and worshipping Lakshmi, fosters Adhibhautika and Adhyatmika progress. Though similar festivals exist globally, Deepavali's unique scientific and spiritual significance is unparalleled. The festivals of Shravani, Vijayadashami, Deepavali, and Holi hold special significance. The Shravani is primarily for Brahmins, involving Vedic studies and homage to sages. Vijayadashami, centered around Kshatriyas, marks the commencement of Vijaya Yatra after the monsoon. Deepamala or Deepavali, significant for Vaishyas, marks the revival of business post monsoon with worship of Lakshmi for prosperity. Holi, primarily for Shudras, celebrates through playful activities and reinforces communal bonds. Though each festival is linked to a specific Varna, they unite all castes in celebration, exemplifying mutual support and love as embodied in the saying Sanghe Shakti Kalau Yuge. This unity is especially relevant in current times. Deepavali involves worshipping Lakshmi, who is associated with the divine pure lotus. The practice of cleansing and decorating homes for Deepavali symbolizes preparing a worthy space for Lakshmi, aligning with the belief Nacha Daivat Parambalam. This pursuit of divine power permeates all rituals, samskaras, vratas, and festivals. While external adornments please Goddess Lakshmi, genuine worship is also essential. Acknowledging the significance of monetary power from kings to commoners is crucial. For India to regain its ancient prestige and lead globally in knowledge, strength, and finance, it's vital to embrace these traditional values and festivals fostering national progress. Deepavali, celebrated on Kartika Amavasya, stands out among these festivals. It not only symbolizes India's cultural richness but also ignites economic strength, making it a cornerstone in the revival of India's historical greatness. When the rainy season arrives, houses often deteriorate, floods from rivers bring water and mud, and cloud cover prevents sunlight from fully reaching homes, leading to moisture accumulation and termite infestations. During these times, it's challenging to maintain cleanliness in homes. Following the rains, a proliferation of disease causing germs occurs, contaminating the atmosphere and spreading diseases like malaria, poisonous serious threats to life. Many succumb to these illnesses, prompting prayers to the sun god for 100 autumn seasons of life. Jivema Sharadashatam, Ajurveda 36:24. To counter these issues, cleaning houses in autumn becomes essential, restoring rain damaged homes and extending their lifespan. The lack of sunlight during the rainy season, due to cloud cover, hinders the sun's warmth from reaching the earth. However, the earth's heat rises and combined with decaying organic matter like food grains in homes, it leads to the spread of diseases. This results in the walls of houses being infested with germs from the rainy season until autumn, polluting the home atmosphere. This period is referred to as Yamadamshtra, the molar of Yama. As the sun resides in the weakened or the debilitated zodiac sign of Libra, the sun emits three types of rays, Jyoti, Ayu, and Gau, with the Ayu rays being life-giving. However, their influence is diminished due to the sun's position in Libra, leading to a contaminated atmosphere and germ proliferation. The moon, reliant on the sun's Sushumna ray, also weakens, contributing to increased darkness. This scenario is akin to a bitter garrote on a neem tree during Amavasya, a time believed in Ayurveda to be influenced by ghosts, leading to a particularly dark night. This is described as Markatasya Surapanam Tasya Vrishchikadamshanam Tanmadhye Bhutasancharo Yadva Tadva Bhavishyati. Giving liquor to an already restless monkey, then letting it be bitten by a scorpion and possessed by ghosts, resulting in very high resistance. Thus, the name Yamadamshra is fitting for this month. The weakened sun fails to provide life giving light, further obscured by the 4 months of Chaturmasya and the dark of Amavasya. The moon, not receiving the sun's Sushumna ray, also lacks light. This absence of light weakens our inner light. The dimmed sun, symbolizing our intellect tied to the moon, and our unilluminated minds lead to diminished cognitive and physical energy. This results in a weakened body and soul light and an increase in negative tamomaya asura pranas. Hence, naming this month Yamadamshra and the need for lighting during Kartika Amavasya, also known as Moharatri or Kalaratri, is essential. Deepavali, with its tradition of lighting lamps and engaging in Agni Krida or Agni sport, fire sports, addresses this darkness. This dense darkness also affects wealth as business activities come to a halt after the rainy season. On Kartika Amavasya, both the sun and moon reside in Libra, the Tula Rashi, a sign associated with commerce and business. The necessity of Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, is universal. Brahmins need resources for yajnas and spreading knowledge, while Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, and other professionals like weavers, potters, and metallurgists all require financial means. The Vedas echo this need for wealth with mantras like Tadasmasu Dravinam Dehi Chitram, Yajurveda 26:3, Agnenaya Supataha Raye Asman, Nunam Sate Prativaram Jaritre Duhi Yatindra Dakshina Rigveda 2:11-21. This underscores the importance of Lakshmi Pujan during Deepavali, celebrated enthusiastically by all in remembrance of King Pruthus' revitalization of the earth, countering King Vena's destructive reign. This celebration is a tribute to the restoration of the earth's bounty. When the environment of a house becomes unpleasant due to the rainy season and its inhabitants fall ill, the question arises, how can Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity, be welcomed? The Rishi and Munis, contemplating this, organized the festival of Deepavali to attract both inner and outer prosperity. As a result, it became essential to dust, plaster, and apply yellow mud or lime to homes damaged by rain and riddled with disease and germs. Dusting helps absorb germs into the walls, and plastering further eliminates them. This is because the application of water mixed with cow dung releases heat from the earth, destroying the germs on the ground and walls. The germ killing properties of cow dung are well known. In Multan, now in Pakistan, a strategy was employed against the plague where cleaners were instructed not only to pour water down the drains but also on the sides, effectively eliminating germs and preventing further outbreaks. This method inspired by our ancestors because undivided India, that is Akhanda Bharata, includes the regions up to Afghanistan, Balochistan at that side, and here the Tibet, Burma, Bangladesh, everything, including the Sri Lanka. This method, inspired by our ancestors, is the reason why kitchen floors are swept and mopped daily. However, plastering walls or the entire land daily is impractical, hence it is done during Deepavali. This practice destroys germs with cow dung mixture killing their seeds, Remaining germs are then removed by applying yellow soil or lime and painting. At night, the lighting of sesame or mustard oil lamps further purifies the air, spreading a subtle fragrance. Thus, Deepavali becomes akin to a yajna, purifying the atmosphere across the country. The lighting of lamps during Deepavali also serves to purify the home, with sky lamps or ceiling mounted lamps destroying toxic germs in the upper parts of houses. This tradition, often observed by women throughout the month of Kartika, significantly reduces the risk of disease. Furthermore, early morning bathing, Ushasnana, in this month has been considered important since ancient times, helping to eliminate disease fears. Lajas, that's a puffed rice, sugar candy toys, and sweets are integral to Deepavali celebrations. Laja, considered auspicious, was traditionally showered upon kings by citizen girls, as expressed in Kalidasa's Raghuvamsha, Achara Lajairiva Paurakanyaha, Raghuvamsha 2. It is also used in marriage ceremonies with the bride performing Laja Homa to wish her husband well. Laja is believed to cleanse and rejuvenate the mind, making it a beneficial addition to the festival. The use of sugar candy during Deepavali, which falls in autumn, counters the accumulation of bile from the rainy season. Toys calm this condition while sweets help expel phlegm, kapha. As the root causes of diseases diminish, so do the diseases themselves. Without these ailments, the Lakshmi of the house remains content, eliminating the need for many medicines. Therefore, the worship of Lakshmi during Deepavali happens spontaneously. Our festivals are auspicious even in unseen ways, serving as remedies for diseases caused by imbalances of Vata, Pitta, Kapha, and other doshas. Adhering to their prescribed practices can bestow Adhyatmika, Adhibhautika, and Adhidaivika powers. The devoted worship of Lakshmi also invites her blessings. Additionally, our ancestors devised these festivals to distribute wealth across various professions. For instance, during Deepavali, confectioners benefit from the sale of sweets, and during Holi, color sellers find prosperity. At times, revenue should benefit those who sell garlands. At other times, paper sellers, ghee and milk vendors, teachers should always be respected, as should writers. Similarly, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, goldsmiths, blacksmiths, grocers, perfumers, Antyajas, cobblers, potters, tailors, laborers, kaharas, cows, and other animals should have their moments of happiness and profit. When everyone is content and benefits, they in turn contribute positively to others. The absence of unemployment among those satisfied with their wealth and honor prevents theft, violence, and disturbances. If the nation's wealth remains within its borders, the nation prospers, as do other nations. By observing these festivals, we gain insight into the comprehensive wisdom of our ancestors. On the day of Deepamala or Deepotsava or Deepavali, it is customary to light sesame or mustard oil lamps, infusing the atmosphere with oil beneficial for the body. This practice imbues the atmosphere with a unique power leading to national prosperity. Just as the smoke from a yajna benefits agriculture, atoms from alloys or various medicines, when exposed to sunlight, mix with the atmosphere, purifying air and water, creating moisture in the earth and enhancing crop growth. This process, yajnad bhavati parjanyaha, parjanyad annasambhavaha, annad bhavanti bhutani, says this is going to fulfill the Lord's words and nourishes us even without consuming food. The secret of these oil atoms is revealed through the lamp garland of Deepavali. By Kartika Amavasya, the rains usually end and winter begins. While oil usage decreases in summer, it increases in winter for consumption and application. In places like Bengal, where oil production is year round, and in the south, where coconut or groundnut oil is consumed, the use of oil in winter universally increases. This is due to winter's demand for more oil. The Deepavali method of purifying the air with oil atoms is analogous to Agnihotra, where ghee is spread by fire and air. This process becomes a yajna in itself. It's like a doctor administering an injection for immediate effect, or applying a herb to a mridanga or tabla to deliver medicine through air, or offering special medicines in fire to disperse them subtly with the wind for public welfare. Thus, oil reaches both inside and outside of us, a unique injection technique conceptualized by our ancestors under the name of Deepotsava or Deepamala or Deepavali. Deepavali also symbolizes the victory period of Lord Sri Ramachandra, a widely known belief. Before this, during Ashvayuja, our ancestors performed Pitru Puja to honor departed souls and received their blessings. This helped dry up the post rainy season mud, and Mahishamardini Sri Durga Devi was worshipped, signifying the gathering of strength to protect the country from foreign and neighboring enemies. The Vijaya Yatra, beginning on Vijayadashmi, involving acquiring wealth by defeating these enemies. After accumulating wealth on Dhanatriyodashi and demonstrating power on Naraka Chaturdashi, they celebrated their victories by lighting lamp garlands on Amavasya. In this way, the lamp garland became a messenger of victory, Vijaya Sandeshavahini. By worshipping Dhanadishtadatri Lakshmi on this day, one attains divine power, ensuring Lakshmi's stability. Lakshmi worship. This evening, a Lakshmi Mantapa is created using clean, new clothes and adorned with leaves, flowers, and Torana flags for goddess Lakshmi's Shodashopachara Puja. This worship involves other deities such as Rati and Kubera to whom prayers are offered. After donating lamps to these gods and goddesses, they are placed strategically inside the house, outside, at crossroads, in the street, near walls, temples, and near the Tulasi plant. Using candles or kerosene lamps during Deepavali is considered harmful. To attract goddess Lakshmi's blessings at night, it is customary to recite the Gopala Sahasranama extensively. Some people also recite Lakshmi Rudaya Stotra. Since Lakshmi is associated with cows and cows with Gopala, Lakshmi is thereby connected to Gopala. Therefore, Govardhana Puja and Gopala Krishna Puja are celebrated on the second day, followed by Go Puja on Gopashtami, that is on the Ashtami day. Now, let's see about the Deepamala and Dyuta. Dyuta means gambling. The second day of the festival includes a gambling ritual between husband and wife, intended to determine who will have dominion over the other throughout the year, rather than to promote addiction. It is recognized that gambling addiction is detrimental to Lakshmi's favor. In the world, nothing is entirely devoid of virtues or flaws. Virtuous things can become faulty through misuse or addiction, and flawed objects can be virtuous under certain conditions. For instance, proper purification shows that white arsenic, though poisonous, can be beneficial. I hope it is used in modern medicines as well as homeopathy. Similarly, food can turn poisonous or deadly if misused. Gambling takes various forms. In politics, implementing new policies can be a gamble. Gandhiji's participation in the Round Table Conference in London was a gamble for Hindustan's self-rule. Similarly, the British manipulation of the Russian-German treaty in the last World War, creating mutual distrust and war, is another example. Sri Rama used strategy to separate Vibhishana from Ravana, and Lord Sri Krishna saved Arjuna by using strategy to have Ghatotkacha killed by Karna's power. A farmer sowing seeds is akin to gambling. Sometimes he reaps a bountiful harvest, and other times hail destroys his crops. Wrestling matches and fishing are also forms of gambling. Gambling among husband, wife, and close friends on the second day of Deepamala as a way to determine the dynamics of the coming year is not condemned by scriptures. Shakunarati for deities during Deepavali, once celebrated in Agamokta temples to discern the fate of the country or a particular place, is now rare. While gambling is legally prohibited, forms like the lottery and betting are not. Games like Chaupar and chess are not prohibited by law, thus, the gambling mentioned in the Puranas is not condemned. However, addiction to gambling leading to the depletion of wealth is against scriptural teachings. The Mahabharata, which arose from Dyuta, led to a significant loss of heroes, scholars, arts, and sciences in India. Criticizing the Puranas for depicting gambling reveals a lack of understanding. On the second day of Deepavali, Govardhana Puja and Annakuta are celebrated, involving the consumption and offering of various grains. Lord Krishna performed Govardhana Puja on this day, honoring Indra and protecting cows and people from the Govardhana Giri. This day also marks Yamadvitiya. On this occasion, Yami applied tilaka to her brother Yama and Yama reciprocated, symbolizing mutual affection between siblings. This tradition encourages maintaining this bond and remembering to care for siblings, especially married sisters in their in laws' homes. Remember, this festival of lights, originating from Bharata, is a historic opportunity to nurture these sentiments. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.